State of Oklahoma. They've waited 371 days for 6 little letters, but those letters are all in caps. This is Bedlam. Get ready. 4 quarters of mayhem coming your way. College football on ABC. Here come the Sooners. First down and 10 for the 25. Trey Sermon had a monster game a week ago, and he's got the ball, and he's got a big gain on first down. Turns the edge, and he's down the sideline. Trey Sermon, and that's how you start a football game. Kenneth Edison Magruder ran him out, but not until Sermon ripped off 60.
Right off the bat, Oklahoma State defensively breakdown in their gaps. The corner is responsible. It's A.J. Green. He had a play like this last week, gave up a long touchdown run, and it happens on the first snap of the game here against Oklahoma.
Sermon rushed for 26 times for 206 yards and 3 scores a week ago, including a 20 and 30-yard touchdown to put the game away. On the ground, it's Murray, the quarterback, trying to make some people miss. Down to the 6. Again, it's Edison Magruder on the stop.
Take a look at the right side of the screen. You can see the corner, A.J. Green. He's running down with Marquise Brown, but you got to keep your eyes in the backfield. And the way that Oklahoma wanted to start this football game, they all talk about Marquise Brown and CeeDee Lamb and Kyler Murray in the passing game. This offense is predicated on physical downhill run with this offensive line.
Murray gets 6. They're inside the 10 on 2nd and 4. CeeDee Lamb in motion. It's Sermon. Tripped up just shy of the goal line. Trey Sermon with that game last week, reminding everybody he's the guy. Kennedy Brooks has provided a few sparks. And now we find out, Grease, there's nobody else. It is Sermon and Brooks, and that's about it. 2 healthy scholarship runners available for Oklahoma today. We were just informed prior to kick, no TJ Pledger today. Of course, they already lost Marcelius Sutton. Rodney Anderson went down in game number 2. That's Murray, top of your screen. Wildcat. Sermon will take the direct snap and lower his shoulder into the end zone for a touchdown. And that's how this one starts. In motion. On the ground, and Trey Sermon. Why wouldn't you? Tries the left side. This conference. It's almost redundant. Here's Kyler Murray. All sorts of time. Lofts one down the sideline, and is caught. Carson Meyer hauls it in. Rodriguez was all over him. And Meyer, the 5th-year senior from Tulsa, makes the grab for 31.
Oklahoma only has 3 starters on this team from the state of Oklahoma. You think that Carson Meyer knows what this rivalry is all about to make that kind of play from his fullback position? What a catch.
Pretty nice throw for Murray on his first toss of the game. And they are across midfield, already at the Oklahoma State 40. First down and 10. Murray to throw again. Underneath to CeeDee Lamb. And he is upended. 2nd down and 10 now. Just inside the 30. Here comes some blitz. Murray trying to get out of there. The escapability, throwing on the run and completing. It's Sermon out of the backfield on the receiving end. Jordan Brailford, they love to move him around, trying to get to the quarterback. Oklahoma State #1 in the country in sacks. Not this time.
You're going to see the blitz come from the outside. Brailford, he gets there, but you got to get him on the ground. Just because you get in the backfield doesn't mean that you get Kyler Murray, and that looks exactly like Michael Vick. Running to his left, making that play. Very hard to defend.
Sermon out, Kennedy Brooks in. Lamb again in motion, top of your screen. It's Kennedy Brooks, the ball carrier. And he is dragged down shy of the goal line. 2nd and goal. Inside the 1. Kennedy Brooks making it look easy. People want to compare this offense to last year's offense, led by Baker Mayfield, who won the Heisman Trophy. Here's Kennedy Brooks. He will look to add to that here. Wide open is Lee Morris. The ball just comes out of his hand so effortlessly.
Well, this is showing you the arm strength of Kyler Murray. You want to question that? This is a hole shot in the middle of two deep defense. You're going to have a corner here and a safety back here, and this ball has to be thrown on a line. It's a great read from Kyler Murray, understanding where the weakness of that defense is, and then the arm strength to put that ball in there.
28 yards there. When Morris makes a grab, you're almost surprised it's not a touchdown. Came in with 16 catches on the season, 8 of them for scores. That one just went for 28 for Lee Morris. First down and 10 at midfield. Murray running away from people against the #1 sack team in the nation. This Oklahoma State defense. Here's Murray to throw off his back foot. Doesn't even step into that.
And Lincoln Riley gets credit to him recruiting-wise that he's got this kind of depth.
3rd and 4. Murray's got all sorts of time. Waits for Brown to come underneath. He needs one move. Going for it on 4th and 1. For the 8th time all season, they'll go for it on 4th down. Hand it off to Sermon. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Everett gets him. So a big play there to keep the drive alive. Here's Murray on the quick throw to Miles. Tees making people miss. And he's down inside the 10-yard line. Miles Tees first catch of the game, 6th of the season. It's a gain of 17.
This is an extension of the run game, right? If you're a little bit light, a little bit banged up at running back, then you can.
And then all this time, still 2 to snap this one. Finally get it away. Here's Murray under pressure. The last second gets it off to Sermon. Stays inbounds and then is bumped out. We'll see where they mark him out. They're going to say back at the 4-yard line. Austin Seibert is on. Chip shot from 21 yards away. It's good. Maybe that's because he's 2-11 in this Bedlam series. He said, look, we got to get the kids excited every week. If we make this game to be more important than another game, it makes things difficult. Here's Murray going to take off. Kyler Murray cross midfield and he'll scamper out of bounds. Gundy also said that Murray, when he scrambles, it's not for a first down, it's to get 60.
This is amazing, right? He's rolling out here. He wants to throw the ball deep. And Oklahoma State does a nice job of covering deep. But if you don't have the lanes, he is so fast, so explosive. And this is Michael Vick. That's what that is. You get to the 2nd level, and you're lucky if you can lay a finger on the kid, much less get him on the ground. 29
yards on that scamper, if you will, for Kyler Murray. He was the first Oklahoma player to ever have 300 yards passing, 100 yards rushing in a game. Did that a week ago. Kennedy Brooks breaking through people. Here's Brooks to the outside for the touchdown. Could have gone to Sermon or Brooks. It's 45 yards for the score. And we go back and forth.
Great blocking up front by Samaya, the right guard, 75. Here he is. He's going to pull around and get the block. And then downfield blocking by C.D. Lamb. There's the kick out. Great cut. And then look at C.D. Lamb downfield.
Man who wears his sunglasses at night. Here's Cornelius. Not that time. Neville Gallimore drops him. The junior from St. Catharines. 2nd sack of the game for Oklahoma.
Talked about the advantage that Oklahoma does have defensively. They should be able to get after this offensive line. It's been wrecked with injuries, and that time, nice rush from Gallimore.
Across the middle into the shadows and behind Tylan Wallace. And here's a punt. Hey, looky here. Zach Siner is on to kick it away. Got some late outside pressure. C.D. Lamb from the 6. Trying to make some people miss. Turns on the Jets. Has plenty of running down the sideline. Picks up some blocks. And he'll be out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Malcolm Rodriguez able to force him out, but it's a return of 64 yards after the 50-yard punt.
Yeah, it was a 50-yard punt, but there wasn't a whole lot of hang time on it. It got down there quick, and C.D. Lamb had, look at the room he has to make a move. And you got to take your shot. When you're on the coverage team, you got to take your shot when you had it. And down there, Malik Givens, the safety.
3rd down and 7. Murray underneath, crossing to Brown's got the first down. This will be from 36 yards away. Hit a 21 earlier. And Seibert will look to close in on the all-time leading scorer for FBS among all kickers.
He's gonna go fast.
I hope you can read fast. We're good. As Cornelius has time and lofts it over the head. I think that's what he was going for. Let's not do that again next week. J.D. King and Chuba Hubbard are both in there now. That's King trying to swing it to him. And he couldn't haul it in. Cornelius just off the mark there, and it's fourth down.
Well, they're leading the Big 12 in sacks, but there hasn't been any pressure.
Murray looking to get out of there. Steve Addazio starring on game day this morning. Here's Cornelius, has good protection and is tipped. Knocked away Kenneth Murray. They call him Canine. Able to knock it away with a hand.
Nice play by Kenneth Murray. This is the second or third time they've tried to slip this ball behind the linebacker to Dylan Stoner. And Kenneth Murray, a smart football player, talking with Ruffin McNeil, really likes his Mike linebacker to think like he does as a defensive coordinator, and he did a really nice job reading that.
He's a team captain, and he's only a true sophomore. Very impressive young man. Here's Hubbard. Rushing four. Got it out quick. Looked to hit Stoner for first down yardage, and instead, Buki Radley-Hiles able to make the stop. A welcome addition back into that Oklahoma defense after missing last week's game.
All right, Buki had a chance to intercept this and take it back for a touchdown. You mentioned he's looking right back into the sun there. But a golden opportunity for him to make a statement play.
That is different.
It's awesome. Looking like a joust.
There's Sermon on the ground on first down and 10. It's a different kind of family matchup up against Justice Hill's brother. Here's Kyler Murray taking off. First down yardage, and he'll scamper out. Murray to throw. And complete to CeeDee Lamb. 90 seconds to go in the half. Oklahoma State will get the football to start the second half. Every possession counts in this game. Kyler Murray knows that. Marquise Brown, touchdown! 51 to the house.
Much like Tylan Wallace has done 2 times in this game, you put Marquise Brown in the slot. He's matched up on a true freshman in Tanner McAllister, and that's just no contest.
That's how much it's on his mind. Cornelius in some trouble. Able to escape. It's batted away and hits the turf. Ronnie Perkins got a hand on it.
Boy, and Taylor Cornelius is lucky that ball was deflected, because if it wasn't, he was throwing it right to an Oklahoma defender. Take a look, makes a great play to spin out, but he's trying to throw this ball, and that would have gone straight to Oklahoma. A break for Cornelius.
Second down and 10. Quick toss to Hubbard. Won't get back to the line of scrimmage. Knocked backwards by Kenneth May. Underneath, able to complete to Hubbard. Well short.
Sorry, 3 touchdown underdogs coming into this one.
On first down, here's Trey Sermon. Started the game with a 60-yard run.
And just the week before that game was when they made the switch to Mason Rudolph, and that was his first win as a Cowboy.
Sermon's over 100 yards rushing.
Easier said than done versus one of the best offensive lines in the country.
All sorts of time for Murray. CeeDee Lamb hauled it in. They're going to say no, he's out of bounds. Lamb's pointing to the scoreboard. Let's take a look.
Yeah, that left foot was down. Clearly, he had possession, even though it was in one hand. He clearly had possession and a foot down. And CeeDee Lamb's one of the best wide receivers in the country, in my opinion, with his body. Question, did that right foot come out? It didn't look like it.
After review, the receiver got his left foot down inbounds with possession. It is a completed pass, First down for Oklahoma at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Under pressure. And skips it to Wallace. Second down and 10. Coming up on 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Number 6 in the ball game. Hubbard.
They love to bring him in rush situations.
Here he comes. Oh, great call, Grease, right on it. It's Curtis Bolton to the rescue for the Sooners. Bolton's second sack comes in a perfect spot for Oklahoma.
That's his 5th sack on the season. There he is right here. They just like to move him around. He's got a unique, quirky ability to rush the passer as a linebacker. He's only 218 pounds, but he's slippery.
All smiles for now. Oklahoma with the football, pinned back deep in their own territory. Here's Kennedy Brooks, breathing room and then some, out to the 28-yard line. How do you like me on first down? Perfect.
You think you get Oklahoma State and you get them backed up inside the 10-yard line. They just run this counter. They pull around Cody Ford. The big fella gets to the second level, and Kennedy Brooks. Everybody knows what play's coming. It's not like it's a secret of what Oklahoma's going to do running the football, but it's just very difficult to stop with such a good offensive line.
20 yards there. You can see he's averaging better than 10 yards per carry. Reminds me of Trey Sermon, the first offensive snap of the game. Ripped off 60 yards on the right side. So with some breathing room, Kyler Murray will air it out. Marquise Brown goes up to get it. Murray in some chaos, able to get it out to Brown. Oh, Brown makes people miss. Across midfield, and he'll scamper out of bounds there. Marquise Brown, slippery for 25.
Yeah, Rodarius Williams there, number 8, the corner. That's who needs to make this tackle. This is the 4th or 5th time that Marquise Brown has caught this little shallow cross. And there comes Williams. He overplays it and gives up an extra 20.
Here's Murray to throw. Lofts one, and it's caught. It's Marquise Brown. And the Cowboys are hanging on for dear life. A.J. Green got a cleat, and that's all. Gain of 39.
Todd talked about his route running, and it's just a double move on the outside. A.J. Green bites. The ball's a little bit underthrown, but Marquise Brown comes back and makes a nice play.
Low snap. Murray able to keep it and then get off to Kennedy Brooks. Good play by Murray to handle that snap on 2nd and goal from the 5. Zero's on the clock. They're going to let him play it. And the touchdown. Kennedy Brooks for the score. And Oklahoma back on top of the afternoon. Here's Matt Amendola. Oh! And he missed the extra point. There is no lead change. It's 41-all. The missed extra point leaves us tied at 41-all. Still a ton of time left for Kennedy Brooks. And Oklahoma is out beyond the 30, gain of 18. Puts Brooks over 100 for the game.
Look at this. I mean, you got Kennedy Magruder, the safety, coming down the opposite side for Oklahoma State. They can't afford to play 6 guys in the box in this 4th quarter and stop this run game.
Murray throwing to Carson Meyer. He has the first.
And it's an extra point for crying out loud.
Right. And it's not the NFL extra point. Kyler Murray able to hang on to it.
There's nobody left for the quarterback.
That was a long slide. They say he started his slide out at the 47. Dylan Famatu will replace him at the nose. We'll see for how long. Have the Sooners defense guessing. They'll keep it on the ground with Hubbard for 5 more. Down to the 35, and the football comes out. Let's see. Oklahoma has it. It's Kenneth Murray, and that's the first turnover of this football game with 6:09 to play and tied at 41. 6:09 to go in the 4th. Kyler Murray, quick pass to Marquise Brown down the sideline. Brooks for first down yardage. And that's how Oklahoma got the football on this possession. Kennedy Brooks stays on his feet. Another missed tackle for Oklahoma State. There is a flag down, and Kennedy Brooks will be down at about the 2. He waited a long time to start a football game. Another minute or 2 won't bother him. Trey Sermon is in the game now. They give it to Sermon, crashing into the end zone for the touchdown. Through Calvin Bundage. The game's only turnover leads to the go-ahead score. 6th-ranked Sooners by 6.
Just like a week ago at Texas Tech to seal the game, Oklahoma does it with the punishing offensive line and ground game.
2 timeouts and a minute 3 left. Here we go. Looking for the lead. Cornelius behind and knocked away. Trey Brown on the coverage, and the 2-point conversion fails.
I understand the design of this play, but it's a difficult throw for a quarterback. And Taylor Cornelius threw it way behind Tylan Wallace. He was there for a split second, just trying to run a quick flat. This is called sprint right option. And you get on the move as a quarterback, and sometimes your accuracy suffers, and you see that ball needs to be out here. Instead, it's back here, and it's an easy play for Trey Brown, and Taylor Cornelius knows he missed it.
Cornelius has had a brilliant game, 34 of 53. He's passed for 501 yards and needed 2 yards there passing. As the guns go off, Marquise Brown and the Good Hands team.
If I'm on the committee, right, I'm giving Oklahoma credit for this win. This is a gritty, gutty team with an unbelievable offense, an unbelievable quarterback, and one of the best coaches on the planet. Yes, they have some issues on the defensive side, but you could make arguments against Michigan offensively, too. You could make arguments against Georgia. I mean, I think it's going to be a very interesting end to this season, but Oklahoma had to take care of business here tonight. They did it. It was close, but give them credit, give Lincoln Riley credit. They made the plays they had to win.